The doctor is within. That's the message from doctors Kim DeRamo and Mario Torres Leon, who say people suffering from illness, pain, and fatigue can unleash their inner physician and heal themselves without medications. And we're learning more today from the Thrive doctors. Thank you guys for joining us.
Great to be here
It's
this
so
morning.
good to be here.
Yeah,
Albuquerque
very excited.
is beautiful.
So first, I gotta touch in on this. You were both Ivy League doctors. You got a pedigree from Ivy League schools. When did you realize that medication wasn't always the answer?
You know, it's really early on, actually, in my own career personally. I was a medical student, and I started having symptoms in every organ system we were studying. My body, you know, they talk about how your mind actually is going to focus on, your body's going to follow what your mind is focusing on.
Right.
My body started manifesting symptoms of every organ system, and I went to doctors, and I went to about 10 different specialists to try to figure out what was going on, and nothing was a fit that had a solution in traditional medicine. And I finally got this solution from this one doctor at Harvard, actually, who said, you're going to be on all of these medications for probably the rest of your life, and this is the problem that you have. And you know, there was joint pain, there was headaches, chronic migraines, sinusitis, my lab values were abnormal. And that's when I finally said, you know what, there's got to be a different way.
Yeah.
And I literally reversed the entire thing within about 10 days of applying the tools that now we teach to the people that we work with.
Wow.
And in 10 days, I never had another migraine headache. I never had any more joint pain. My lab values returned to normal, no more fatigue. And I said, we've got to incorporate this into traditional medicine.
Wow. Well, so what are some of these best kept secrets in medicine?
So the very first one is your body has the capacity to heal itself. And this is something that we have known for decades and decades. It's about time to get it out. And what is it? About 60 to 70% of people that actually have any ailments, their body can heal themselves. And we call this a placebo effect. About 30% of all medications that are out there, every time that we see those patients, they don't really need the active ingredients and they will bring about healing. And the second thing is the mind is connected to the body. Every single thought that we have is a chemical response. There's something physical, there's something material in there. And when that happens, what that tells us is we need to be able to choose what are the kind of thoughts that we want to have. Because if we choose them wisely, every single cell in our bodies are going to be listening so that they can be impacted by those thoughts, and we can experience health. That is the kind of health that we want to have.
And we've had a patient who had exactly this kind of a syndrome where her thyroid was malfunctioning. She was depressed, she was overweight, she had no energy, and she was ending up failing in her career, couldn't connect with her partner, and her relationships and her career were falling apart. And through working with us and applying the same tools and techniques we've used now with hundreds of thousands of patients, she literally reversed the thyroid disease, had no more fatigue, is exercising regularly, and has a fulfilling marriage and a very successful career.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Well, so what are the tools?
Well, the first thing you've got to do is turn off the fight or flight response.
Okay.
We literally live in a state of, it's the sympathetic nervous system, that fight or flight response having us in overdrive, which actually sends chemical messages to every organ in your body that causes illness and disease and inflammation, and it causes our body to run, you know, we're always wired.
Right.
So we've got to shut off the fight or flight response, and your body can literally take care of like 90% of the ailments that it's manifesting: pain, fatigue, depression, anxiety, even physical symptoms in the skin can be reversed when you shut off that fight or flight response.
And this is completely counterintuitive because you're thinking, well, slowing down is really going to help me do that? So there's a very simple tool that we can share with all the audience here, which is breathing. When we breathe in a way that it's mindful and conscious, and it's a pelvic breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, just like people who act and so on, everything slows down. And when we slow down, the brain has the capacity to make the right choices. All the systems, instead of being in this kind of high pace or accelerated pace, allow themselves to receive the message that they need so that the body can be in a baseline that is a healthy baseline.
That's great. Well, now you've written a book, and we've got a copy here, and it's called The 10 Tips to Thriving, and it's a doctor's guide to accessing full vitality. And by reading this book, I'm assuming we're going to learn this. What else can we learn from this?
We've had people reverse pain syndromes, reverse fatigue, reverse chronic autoimmune disorders, increase their energy levels dramatically, start exercising when they were previously like sluggish and not wanting to do any of those things, changing their diet, you know, doing the things that they know are great for them, but they weren't able to do before. So we'll instantly allow you to change your chemistry in the moment. So they're in the moment tools that anyone can apply. They're so simple. And we've had some incredible results. People getting off antidepressants, off anti-anxiety medications, and reversing disease syndromes. So you can get that at thethrivedoctors.com.
Thethrivedoctors.com.
And the great thing about this, Chad, is that, you know, everyone wants the silver bullet. Well, these tips are very easy. They're quick. You can just read it and immediately start getting results in your life, which is awesome.
That is great. Well, Kim, Mario, thank you guys so much. I know that the viewers are probably going to, they're hopping online right now and they're going to crash your server.
We have a video series for them too. It's The Best Kept Secrets in Medicine. You can go to thebestkeptsecretsinmedicine.com and you'll get our free video series and a whole lot more very informative pieces.
Thank you guys so much for bringing this. Really appreciate it. All right.
Fantastic.
I am energized just hanging out with you. All right. Well,